Hello and welcome, mourners. You are listening to Dirge of Mourning's Coffin Carrier. I am your host, Andrew A. Graves, alongside Terabella Thorne. In this episode, we'll be looking at a New Zealand band called Bleed This Earth, with their song, The Bell Song, from their first self-titled album,
chimes again. The chants can smell free air. The bell as sweet as wine talks to me when time is standing still. My beaten soul for the sun shines so bright. I have to close my eyes, stand in awe as red and gold figures of light dance intertwined. It's only us I see.
Fuck me. Oh.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, hold on. Hold
No.
on. I just had an
No.
ear orgasm.
I know, you're terrible.
Wait a minute. Oh. Oh, that was like sex and cigarettes. And plenty of time for crying after. Oh.
It's really, really pretty song.
Oh. I'd listen to that in a heartbeat again. I want round 2.
Okay. So, that song gave me literally goosebumps.
Oh, yes.
So, I really like that.
Well, there's one thing that I'm just going to get off my chest straight away.
Yeah.
That fucking intro.
I knew you were going to say that.
The soft, clean guitar, and its build up to that epic fucking riff.
I even wrote down the word epic because that is an epic intro.
Oh, it is. And then the fact that not only do you have that epic intro, but then it just morphs into where the guy literally sings that intro.
Yeah, the melody. So
yes.
What, I mean, to me, believe it or not, I'm going to say these words. That's a damn head-banging melody. I'm sorry, but I was loving that thing. So this song just washes over you. I don't know what it does, but it just made me feel like I was somewhere else. And I also would like to say this before we get into like lyrics and instruments and all that. This would be a fantastic song if you've never listened to Funeral Doom. Grasp this concept of what this genre is about. This is so easy to listen to.
And it's actually the perfect length.
Oh, I'm blown away by this song. I really am.
The timing of everything was spot on. The length of the song is perfect for newcomers to the genre.
Right.
Just like you said, if you have like never heard Funeral Doom and you're wondering what the hell is going on, check this one out immediately. Go check out the entire album, in fact, because you will get a real good grasp of what it all encompasses. And this is obviously the standout song. This song, at least in my opinion,
so lovely. I just want to like hold it, you know.
Yeah. There's a reason why like it took us so long to actually record this particular episode, because I was just addicted to the song. I just kept listening to it, listening to it, listening to it, listening to it.
It wouldn't stop. So we have a beautiful doomy thing going on here. The voice of this singer is great. I'm almost putting this, even though it's not Funeral Doom, into like, for some reason I'm thinking of Anathema. And like, voice, there's a quality to this voice. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, when he utilizes his clean vocals, there's like a harmony and a heartbreak going on at the same time.
Yeah, I can't.
When you add in the little effects to the vocals, just to give it that epic atmosphere, it really drives it home. You know, along with the music that, you know, chimes in with almost like a classic Funeral Doom beat, but it also has a slight hint of jazzy feel to it.
I even wrote this down. It's so funny because we're along the same lines here. There is, starting, I want to say around the middle to the end, this
with the bridge and the...
There's a cymbal. Ting, 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 going on. And it's very quiet, but it's right there with the rest of the instruments, and it's just perfect.
Oh yeah, and then the percussion would occasionally come in just to give it a bit of flavor.
Yeah, and it wasn't over the top. It was just there. This music was made, I think, to uphold the voice and the lyrics. To me, the voice stands out. The lyrics are just, they tug at your heart. It's a moment to me.
Yes.
A moment that someone's speaking about.
Absolutely. It's the first paragraph. It chimes again. The chance to smell free air. The bell, as sweet as wine, talks to me when time is standing still. That's the moment. That's what he's describing in the next couple of paragraphs, is this one encompassing moment, is when that funeral bell rings. This is where he is.
Well, what caught me was, I think it's the third paragraph where, and another thing, the lyrics are on the video, so you can easily see what we're talking about. A fleeting glimpse of a past life oppressing me. I will die here. I think what's going on is someone in one brief sort of time, a few minutes or maybe an hour, is thinking about memories, and that I'm picturing someone very, very old for some reason, very old, maybe living somewhere, and the memories are what they have. They're just going to die here, and they know it. They know I'm never going to go anywhere again. That's what the last paragraph's about.
Yes.
I'm never going anywhere again. I'm here.
See what like you said, there's like this old man sort of feel to it. What I picture is like an old sort of seafaring man who lives like close to the sea or in a sea villagey type feel is what I get.
Could be, yeah.
He's at a funeral of a loved one, clearly, because the paragraph that you were referring to earlier, wearing defeat, a strong man broken, he was, emotionally strong up until that one moment. Like I said at the beginning of the lyrics, the minute that bell rings,
right,
he's here. This moment is where he feels that all that he was died.
Who does the bell toll for? It tolls for thee.
Right.
I just had to throw that in there.
But no, you're absolutely right there, because again, we have this idea of like, the man coming into the light here with the second paragraph. My beaten soul before the sun, it shines so bright, I had to close my eyes and stand in awe. He realizes that, this one last ray of light is where he feels that him and his loved one will forever be. Like, those are the happy memories. And when he takes that, when he looks back at like what is going on now, he then refers to a fleeting glimpse of the past, because that's what that represented. The sun was a fleeting glimpse of the past.
Yes.
We're now into this idea of him no longer feeling that. He says in the final paragraph, I'll never touch the sea, rest on a mountain peak, run loose in the forest steep, never again be free, because this is now his burden.
Right.
The death of a loved one is his burden. Hence, when that funeral bell chimes, he is now forever in that moment. He is forever in grief. He is forever in mourning. This is his suffering. And
I see this a little bit differently than you.
probably.
Okay,
But-
so I see this as someone talking about themselves inside their head. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
see this as an outward funeral and someone else dying. I see this as a reflection of this person. To me, for some reason, I think it's a man as well. Because he says a strong man broken. Although we have a lot of strangeness going on with whomever, I don't care. But what I'm saying is, I think it's a moment where a moment of reflection, which is the memory part, and a moment of realization, which is the, hey, I had all these memories. These were great. This was my life. And now this is me. And now I am done. And when you realize that, you know, whatever your situation is, and it's the last place you're going to be, the world is no longer your
oyster
with the pearl, right? It's back and down. So here you are. You're either stuck in a small apartment, stuck in a small house, stuck in a bed, stuck in a wheelchair. This is it, and you know it. And that is, I actually have a friend who's in that situation I just thought of. And the changes that go through a person mentally and emotionally are enormous. So, you know, a person who's traveled the world is now
stuck.
What are you going to do? You have to live inside your head and just relive things. Think of the good things, I guess, whatever they were. And try not to dwell on the fact that
So would you say
this is my end? He says,
so basically would you say
I
that
will die here.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Do you think then that the whole concept of, like, you know, it chimes again, the bell, sweet as wine, and all that is
that's why
like,
I said, who does the bell toll for? It tolls for thee.
right? So basically, he's basically stating that this is his last moments here, rather than how I'm interpreting it with a guy sort of being, like, you know, stuck in a funeral-esque like scenario.
Could be either or.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I can definitely see your side.
Yeah.
Like, I can definitely see how you would interpret it that way. Like, oh, absolutely. See, this is why I love Funeral Doom, because the lyrics can be interpreted in slightly different ways.
Oh, definitely.
And I would just, the lyrics, along with the clean vocals, the death growl, and the music just being on that top level.
Absolutely. The music's fantastic. And you mentioned the death growl. I just want to say something about it.
Sure.
The death growl near to the end, because you have clean vocal through the whole thing, near to the end is so perfect. It's great. It's like it encompasses what death growl should be used for.
Emphasizing the emotion.
Yes. I love the touch of that. I am glad they didn't use it through the whole thing, because
it would have been a bit weird, wouldn't it?
When they have the regular clean singing and then use this, what it does is it actually emphasizes this horror in a head, and it's used to perfection. In my opinion, it's used to perfection.
I would agree.
Well, that's what I'm like. Agree with me.
The clean singing and the death growl utilized absolutely perfectly here. Yeah. I guess there's only one other thing to do here then.
Listen to it again.
Absolutely. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Yay!
Well, after listening to it again, I guess we'll finish off here with the scoring. Is there any doubt in your mind?
None in mine, because I'm doing the fingers here.
Because it's a 10 out of 10.
I love this song.
It's an absolute 10. Everything about this song is perfection. It honestly is. There's no doubt in my mind that these guys shouldn't be on everybody's list for Funeral Doom. If for some strange reason you're sitting there thinking, oh, I don't know if I'll like it or not, seriously, if this song doesn't get you hooked on them, get your hearing tested, because clearly you're missing out on, like, the most awesome thing. That point in time, this should have been at least hitting charts of epicness, and I get the feeling a lot of people slept on it.
Huh.
So Yeah, 10 out of 10, all round, fucking
Yeah.
badass.
I'm so glad we did this song. I'm so glad I heard it again.
You do realize that, now we're going to have to listen to it again.
I loved it, so I want to listen again.
Well, while we go and do that, I guess I will say that until next time, mourners, you've been listening to Coffin Carrier. And remember, every day is a funeral.